welcome back. This is another episode of a girl that's another episode of advice from a nigga on child support. God damn it, it's been that long, but we gonna get it together. We're gonna dust this off. This is episode 6, I believe. I'm joined here with my lovely co-host, Miss Nick Knack. Tell the folks about you.
Hey guys, sixth time is a charm. Welcome to episode 6. I
Huh?
have advice from a nigga on child support where we help you stop getting left with a wet ass and help you to win that wedding ring.
Huh? On that goddamn dime.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
man.
Anything other church announcements you got in there?
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be sitting here with you again.
Welcome. Likewise. We had to take a little break, y'all, and life came at us. We had to deal with family shit. So we back now. But we still talking this shit. We still standing here, as you say, 10 toes deep.
Period.
Mhm.
So let's talk about how men just won't tell the truth, and they think that all women are the same. I don't appreciate being treated like the woman that you were dealing with before me.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let's break this down. Everybody who dates, woman, man, we all create a database in our brains based on who we've dealt with and what we've heard. So therefore, if a woman comes and asks a man a question, especially at a certain point in the relationship, 9 out of 10, depending on that question, he's gonna lie. Because it's based on who he thinks you are versus who you really are. Most women, they say they want the truth, but you really don't. You want 75 to 80% of the truth. The other 20 you cool with as long as you don't get a screenshot about it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Does that make sense?
Ladies, sounds like excuses to me.
Explanations are always confused with
So
excuses.
you just said that
Mm-hmm.
you base your lie or your answers off of who you think that woman is.
Mm-hmm.
But you would know who we were if you paid attention.
Ma'am, that's the fact of the database. Okay, I have a friend, not gonna say her name. She was dealing with this guy. She wanted to go out of town on vacation. She asked me, because her cycle was coming on that weekend, should she call this man and reschedule for the following weekend? I told her, yes, don't even call. Just reschedule. Because if you ask a man, hey, can we do this because of my period? Immediately, once I say, yeah, let's just move it to the next weekend. Oh, nigga, it's just about fucking. It's all about sex. You don't want nothing else to do with me. Now I gotta listen to that. So would I just be like, baby, it's cool. Don't worry about it. We can go on your period, or am I gonna tell you the truth?
You're faulting this woman for fact checking. You have to test the people in your circle, especially your man.
Fair
You
enough.
gotta see who you're dealing with.
Fair enough.
So-
But at the end of the day, madam, I know how this is going to come. So now I have to go on this uncomfortable ass vacation where either we got to get the towel or the shower. And don't pretend like y'all don't know what the towel or the shower means, okay?
Been there.
One of the two. Do you hear me? And fellas, you know what I'm talking about. We take the little corner, you got to wipe the tip of your finger because it done got a little nasty on there. You know what I'm talking about? Real shit. It's like a goddamn crime scene. You just watch the shit drip off you in the shower. It's terrible.
So are you saying that she's wrong though? Like why shouldn't she have asked?
What I'm saying is there's certain questions that if you know or you believe you know your man, why even ask this fucking question? You know I want booty. And especially when we go on vacation, what else is there but to go spend money and get booty?
You get asked all the time.
But your ass on vacation where I cannot sleep with another woman, ma'am, I need access to that. This is non-negotiable.
So you saying it hit a little bit different when you're on vacation?
Yes! The fuck you think I bought American Airlines tickets for you to bleed to death in a hotel room bed with a hot pad? You can do that at the house.
Men just look for any reason to not tell the truth. Men are so tough out in these streets. Oh, I'm
Okay.
a real nigga this, I'm a real nigga that, all down our timeline on Facebook. And then when it comes to they fluffy, cushioned, sweet, soft woman at home, the lies.
Is that right?
The lies.
Well, ma'am, let's dig into it. Because you could be dating a man for about a year. Done everything right. Everything. Ain't lied, phone ain't even got a lock on that motherfucker. I mean, perfect. You feel me? But the club closed at 1, and that nigga came in at 3. And you didn't hear his explanation. And you called your friends. What do you think by the time you talk to this man again, your answer is going to be?
I'm gonna be upset.
About what? Why?
Because where was that lapse of communication? Like
His phone was
why
there.
didn't I hear from you?
His phone was there.
It's 2020.
You see your eyeballs
It's
already.
2020.
You rolling your eye because what? He was fucking another bitch at 1, 2, or 3 in the morning.
Okay, well,
Uh-huh.
my shoulder is not far out the socket.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna reach like that.
Really?
But there's really no reason why I should not have heard from you. It's 2020. Everybody has two phones by now. If you don't got two
Really?
phones, yeah.
And that's not a problem in relationships.
You can charge your phone in the little ash part. You got another designated part. So like that's no excuse.
And find me a black person who cord is actually good. Y'all niggas need to set that bitch at an angle. How we gonna charge this in the car? Because it got to be tilted slightly to a 90-degree angle to the right. You know what I'm talking about. That bitch got one wire in that motherfucker. So, ma'am, I wasn't able to charge my phone up. But see, you don't even believe me past that. Even though I have a year of never flawless, never fucked up. But tonight, I ain't shit. Is that because of me or because of the database you created in your mind, ma'am?
So let's flip the script.
Okay.
So how would you feel if your woman didn't mess up for a really long time and then she went out and you didn't hear from her?
Tonight on the first 48. Do I need to explain anything else? Huh?
So why are you coming at women if you would have the same reaction?
I never once said anything I say is healthy. All I simply say is this is what we do to each other. I'm not here to fix y'all lives. I'm here to point out the hypocrisies here. The problem is, and the difference, if you came in at 3, ma'am, you're looking at me, how dare I question you? Because you're you. You know you wasn't fucking. How dare I accuse you? That's the stance y'all give us.
I think that men don't give women a chance to like find out how she would really react in a situation. You guys are so quick to lie, so quick to give an excuse, so quick to try to prevent bullshit, but then you create the bullshit when you lie.
Fair enough. Most niggas do not think 4 to 5 levels deep. But here's the problem. I'm the dude talking to you, and I already know my charger answer ain't gonna work, even though that's the truth. So what do you want me to do? To come in with the charger answer, or Tyrone had to go to the hospital? Because maybe you'll believe that one. Because the truth is just off the table. The truth is my phone died, and I ended up parked in a parking lot, and I went to sleep just to get the drunk off. There's no way you'll believe that. I ain't got no video. I ain't got no witnesses. I ain't got no nothing.
You don't know until you try, though.
Ma'am.
Y'all be trying to play us, and I don't appreciate it.
Ma'am, here's the problem. Not once in your nigga ass life have you had to think about a man's insecurities. Not once. But every single answer I give in my life, I have to think about your insecurities and your self-esteem.
Men, women, we have to stroke your ego all the time.
My ego
That's
is not my self-esteem, ma'am. Saying, oh, daddy, you really beat it up today. That's cool. But me saying we out of grape somehow is going to trickle down to some fucking high school trauma that you have. And now I ain't shit. Yes, ma'am. Let's go. Y'all don't date women. Y'all have never, ever dated a woman. But every man who has knows what I'm talking about, ma'am.
Men are so sensitive. Men, actually, I will go as far to say that men are more emotional than women.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
For something as simple as us saying that we don't need a man. You're hurt.
It's not that you said you don't need a man. It's that you showed me you don't need me. Does that make a difference?
I'm about that life I be talking about. Like,
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. If we go to the goddamn restaurant and you trying to hold my door open, trying to push my chair in, and then fighting me for the tab at the end of the night, what is my role?
Has a woman ever done that before? Shut up.
Yes.
She's pushed your chair in?
Ma'am, let me talk about something.
What?
People in the world all use manipulation. Okay? I don't care who you is, man, woman, cat, dog. We have all at some point used manipulation. Now, my sister told me once upon a time that when I was taking money from a young lady, I was a monster. And I wanted to hear why. And she gave me this long, drawn-out answer why I shouldn't be taking her money, even though she giving it away for free. Right? Now, I asked her the reverse of that question. If a woman came to you and said that a man has to pay these certain bills to fuck with me, you would applaud her.
As she should.
But when I say you gotta pay to play this motherfucking ride, all of a sudden I'm a monster? Why is it cool for you but not cool for me, ma'am?
Because, like
Mm-hmm.
you were gonna be able to smash anyway without her having to do any of that.
Your point? Let me explain something to you. Everybody has categories. I don't care if y'all like it or not. Everybody falls 1 through 10. If you are a 5 and you are now talking to an 8 or a 9, you have never been here before. I would never go to Disney World and ask that nigga to ride his roller coaster for free. Does that make sense? So how in the fuck do you expect to ride my roller coaster because it's your lucky day and God is shining down upon you? No, ma'am. You have to pay me to play. That's just what Jesus wanted.
So you've made some women pay
Yes.
you or to have sex with you?
It's not just the sex, it's the experience. When you're around, I ain't on my phone. When we go out somewhere to get something to eat, which is very far away from civilization, might I add, but I'm on your arm, I'm smiling, I'm not staring at another woman. I'm giving you the I enjoyed tonight experience. You have to pay for that. They would call that the VIP package in anywhere else, ma'am.
Y'all, I'm not about to deal with him.
Oh my God. But if you say what you said on this podcast, dudes gotta buy Birkins, dudes need to take you out to Benny Hondas, cause on a first day.
The difference is a man places so much value in money. You can tell, and I okay, let me reverse.
All right.
I do recognize that a man's time is way more important than his money.
Facts.
But men value their money.
Yes.
Men will do whatever to get the bag.
Okay.
Men will do whatever to, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're not spending money, then I'm like, how else are you gonna impress me?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe it's personality, but fair enough. What I'm trying to explain to you, right, is that everybody uses manipulation.
Okay.
So this woman knew she had to pay. So she thought if I keep giving him money, he's going to see who I really am. Ma'am, I been knew who you really was. I didn't like her then, and I don't like her now. So you can spend as much money as you want. It doesn't matter. And I've also been guilty of this. I've been with women where if I just be a better boyfriend, if I just cater, if I just listen, if I just do all of these things more, they'll look at me for who I am. But it's sadly, at the end of that relationship, I was the one angry, and they were looking crazy because they have been them the entire time.
Okay, so with that being said, then the women who have men in their lives and they have them come over and fix their pipe or change their oil or their tire, we're not wrong for using them for that and not giving them ass, because I don't owe you ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Okay? Just like with that woman, you know what the fuck you doing. Every single woman has those friends that they know will never get no booty. But see, that man has the hope of that new booty. Because I keep trying to tell y'all, new booty and old booty and the hope of said booties is the most powerful thing you will ever come across. We believe in that more than we believe in Jesus.
Okay.
Now, niggas will get mad, but Sunday, where'd you go? The Church of the Lord or the Church of Shaquita? I think you went to the Church of Shaquita and got some head and some collard greens. But that's just me, okay?
Yes, sis.
Am I wrong? Ass is that important, ma'am. It really would make you leave your family tonight to go cross town.
I want to know why men feel like, you know, they lose their freedom in a relationship. I want to know why men even agree to be in a relationship if they know that they're going to feel that way. Why do men act like they're slaves in relationships?
This goes right back to what we was talking about earlier as far as the database, right? When you sleeping with a young lady, especially if you have decent to good penis, okay? After a said number of times, she no longer knows how to exist in this gray area of we're not going together, but we're fucking. Because to y'all, subconsciously, everybody in this world believes that vagina is more valuable than penis, okay? So once you fuck with this man 4 or 5 times, you looking like, hold on, nigga, I've been giving you pussy. What the fuck? You need to goddamn do, because let's be real. Y'all feel like when y'all give us pussy, y'all entitled to everything. Give that man pussy on Monday, and he don't go get you a chicken sandwich on Tuesday. Bet you ain't calling him ever again.
I might call him and cuss him out. Yeah.
That's it. That's it, nigga. I gave you this good pussy. You can't give me a sandwich, nigga.
But you know what? The fact that you are comparing a chicken sandwich to the cootie cat is concerning to me.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is the fact that you gave some cootie cat and he can't get you a measly sandwich is what I'm trying to say. Cause see, to you, that's a measly fucking $10 ass chicken
I gave
sandwich.
you my soul. I gave you my energy.
I gave you dick. Your point? See what I mean? You see how you look around?
But do you see how men talk about sex? They don't value sex, so of course they're not going to feel the same way about it.
No, we just respect our body parts the same as you. Why is your vagina ma'am? Vagina only has power until I fuck it. Once I fuck it, you lose all your power. Now, does that make sense?
Annoying.
I'm not annoying. I'm telling you the truth. Because up front, think about it. You control when I get that booty. So I'm at your mercy pretty much. We can go on 7 dates, 6 dates. I'll come over here and listen to your goddamn stories. Pretend like I want to talk to your kid. We do all of that. But once I get the booty though, and now you feel entitled though, why you mad when that dude don't call you back no more?
Men set up women to be placed in the position to be considered a hoe, and then talk shit about being a hoe. A man he'll be like, okay, she want to play this game and wait 90 days. Okay, cool. So I'll pretend and fake the funk and lie to kick it. Then when I get it, then be out.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was your point in trying to make that sound bad? Because you played with me for those 3-6 months. You knew you wanted to give me booty. Ma'am, we've been in multiple situations where it could have went down and I saw that dumbass look on your face just to see what he'll do tonight. So since you're playing, I got something for you. Don't worry about it.
But a woman's intent is totally different. It's to protect herself. Y'all are out here like lions. It's totally different.
And you know the difference between a nigga who's hunting and a nigga who's ready to sit down and eat dinner. There's a difference. Y'all don't want the nigga ready to sit down and eat dinner. You want the nigga freshly still hunting and is mad when he continues to hunt once he catches you. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Ma'am, the dudes y'all want, they out here. They are in abundance, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Ladies, continue to pinch that penny between them knees, okay?
I'm going to be real. I have another homegirl who tells me she doesn't want to sleep with a guy because she knows he's going to catch feelings for her. I'm sorry, you don't want to sleep with the guy that you know might actually want to be with you, who might want to respect you. You want to sleep with the guy who you don't know where you stand at. Any of this sounding like a fuck nigga yet? Like, I'm trying to figure this out.
You like what you like, though.
Right, fuck niggas, and that's cool. But stop asking for fuck niggas to change. That's all I ever try to say on this podcast. We not. So either I'm teaching you rules to move through them, or go get you that good guy. But again, you don't like him because his shoes was raggedy as fuck the first time y'all met, and he cleaned them.
I got a question for you because of what you just said. So you said that women want fuck niggas to change, right? So everybody has their not everybody.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You fine?
Everybody has their whole phase.
Okay.
Or their phase where they're not ready, or they're not who they don't. They haven't reached their potential yet.
Okay.
So do you think that there's such thing as a right person, wrong time?
Yes, I do. But at the same time, I feel like when a man generally meets a woman, right person, wrong time, he just gonna smash until she says, have a good day, if that makes sense. When y'all meet a dude, right dude, wrong time, oh, now y'all want to string it along. Let me put him in the friendship category for a little while, even though I'm really not ready and I really don't want to go. You know I'm not lying. That's the guy who's coming over to fix your shit because you actually liked him at one point, but see, then another fine ass nigga came into your life. So now he's number 2, and because his gullible ass is driving an hour across town to bring you a salad from fucking Wendy's, you ain't got time to invest in him because Mr. Good Dick showed up.
But you know what? I think that that's what happens with men a lot of the times. And actually, I think that that's been my experience with my 2 exes. I think that they met me when they weren't ready, but they realized what kind of woman that I was. So they wanted to just hold on to me I don't want anyone else to have her until I decide that I want to change.
I don't.
And that's selfish.
I don't know if I said this on a previous podcast, so let me go ahead and get this out now. Women are mad at men for doing what y'all are not strong enough to do. Did that make sense, or do I need to run that back one more time?
Okay.
Women get mad at men for not doing what y'all are not strong enough to do. So do you know how many times I heard a woman be like, girl, he ain't shit, he trash, he this, that, and the third. I just wish she'd stop calling me. Well, how about you stop answering? Have you ever gave that one a little gander there? Does that make sense? Oh, well, since he keep calling, I'm going to let him come over. Like, y'all do this all the time. I'm never going to stop calling you if you answer the fucking phone. Ladies, I'm going to continue to take your money, to take your vagina, to take your kindness, to take everything from you until you say stop. And guess what happens? You now form this database, and when the good guy wrong time comes along, he's showing you every fucking thing that a real man should be showing you. Now he has to deal with all these insecurities and fuck shit because you decided to stay with Mr. Fuck Nigga way entirely too long. You're welcome.
Lady. Ooh.
Grandma, get your ass in the kitchen. God damn it, Grandma's been a long time. It's almost Thanksgiving. Get in the kitchen. All right, come on with it now.
I have to admit, lady, you know, that sounded about right. I definitely just learned that recently. Yeah, I stopped picking up the phone, and I mean, he kept calling. Still try to sneak it in my DMs with the hard eyes, you know. But yeah, we do have to take accountability and stop feeding into it, because men are going to take it as far as they can.
Yes.
If you allow them to.
Yes. Yes. Variety, ma'am. I'm not sitting here saying it's right, but it's the truth. What does a text message cost me now? I have free unlimited of those now. I don't have to wait till like 7 or 9. So I can just fire those off all day. How much does a DM text me cost me? Nothing. So when women, I wonder why, girl, it gotta be a reason he keep calling me.
A man would have like 30 women on his roster that he's smashing and will still get upset if he knows that another man is hitting one of those women.
It's because of your heart. Again, it's like a charge. If you fuck with this dude.
My heart?
Yes.
What?
Ma'am, ain't the saying a woman leaves the relationship months before she leaves?
Mentally, yes.
Right. Do you, I believe in physics. I believe it's Newton's third law that energy is never created nor destroyed. It's merely transferred. I believe it's his third one. Or it might be gravity. I don't know. It's one of them fucking laws. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that love you have for your spouse, it didn't go anywhere. The dude that you sitting at home fantasizing about, Mr. Work Husband, or Mr. Dude that you can't wait to give pussy to, he's already getting your heart. So now buddy at home got 60%, but Mr. Work Husband got 40. You just unaware of that. So the moment that you leave your husband, you're going to go fuck Work Husband, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be grand. But guess what? When you start talking about a relationship with him, now he's a fuck nigger too, because he doesn't want to settle down.
Yo.
What? I'm telling you what I know. I'm on, and I'm sober, people. So let's get it, goddammit. I'm sober tonight, goddamn. I came here for a reason. Let's go. What? Am I wrong? I'm telling people they lives. They ain't gotta hit me. You know how many people lives I just touched? I'm like a fucking preacher. I don't know you, but today the sermon was for you. See, y'all believe that when it's church. But when I get to talking, old black folks told me I'm anointed, goddammit. So y'all better take these motherfucking medications.
Okay, so what is this about you thinking that women are possessive?
Oh, that takes me back to my original point. Y'all don't know how to work in the gray area. So what it is, either you ain't mine or you is. There is no in between where I can't ask you where you going, where I can't ask you who calling. So generally speaking, while y'all love to act like y'all are so great in these relationships, men instantly become slaves. 3/4, or is it 3/10 of a man? Was it 3? I don't know. It's one of those numbers. The point I'm trying to make is the moment I say I go with you, I just gave you access to go through my phone, my computer, all of my social media. Yes, ma'am. Once you become my girl, there is any question in your mind at any time, I need to satisfy that answer.
So is that what men are referring to when they feel like, when they say that they feel like they lose their freedom in a relationship?
Yes, we become I told you, take an unauthorized nap in a relationship. Go ahead and take an unauthorized nap. I bet you getting cussed the fuck out in a do you boo-boo by the time you wake the fuck up. Do you hear me? I don't care what you talking about. Your ass shouldn't have been tired today. You ain't never took a nap before. What you mean you was tired because you went to work? Oh, yeah, because you were fucking a bitch during that unauthorized nap.
Okay. So we're talking about relationships.
All right.
When you bring up the word relationship, many people associate it with the word monogamy.
Okay.
So do you feel like, and I think that you sent me a video about this on Instagram, I'm not sure. Do you think that men have unrealistic expectations for women do you think that women like don't have enough to bring to the relationship to satisfy him enough to stay with one woman? Or do you think that men have unrealistic expectations from everything that they see from porn and like music videos and their friends? You know what I'm saying?
I believe that real men who are, I don't even want to say real men because fuck niggas is real men too. So I'm going to say men who are, they real men.
Lord.
Will walk up and punch one in the face. I bet you he'll show you how real he is then. Now, what I'm trying to say is the men who are ready to settle down, that's the way I like to word that. They don't have unrealistic expectations. I found that most dudes who don't get booty or fuck niggas are the ones who have the highest expectations in the world. Okay? Now, that's us as the men. When you flip this shit on the side to the female side, I feel like 90% of y'all have these unrealistic expectations, starting with 6 foot and above, if that makes sense. He got dirty shoes on. He ain't over 6 foot. He ain't got no beard. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, come on. But then y'all get mad when we say it's about the physical, though, right? Huh? Is it all about the way somebody look? Huh? Huh? Exactly. So, your question was, I feel like the women who, when you're going after a fuck nigga, most of y'all aren't enough. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I don't care about your degree. I don't care about any of that bullshit. What I'm truly looking for is a fuck nigga. It differs between each individual. We not your normal template. We not your normal, what you think you just gonna plug and play. No, heifer, you need to learn me, if that makes sense. I might not want to do a threesome. I might want you to dress up as a pig and run around the house like that. I might be into some weird ass shit. Don't worry about it. With baby oil and butter. Don't worry about it. The point I'm trying to make is you need to learn that fuck nigga. But instead of, again, why is all this energy into the fuck nigga? Don't worry about what he wants. Go find the guy who wants you. He just wants a family. A white picket fence, the same shit you do, but he's 5'7".
And you know what? Speaking to what you just said, for the men who are out there who get mad if a woman wants you to show up with a Birkin bag on the first date, or she won't date you unless you have a $100,000 car or whatever, you can't talk shit about her. You just have to realize that maybe she's, not for you, and go pursue the woman who just is okay with the flowers from Jewel Osco.
The only thing I have to rebut that is I agree. Know your fucking worth.
Yeah.
My only problem is a man only has the gym and a haircut. Every fucking thing you're insecure about, there's a fix for it. At least a Band-Aid to put on that motherfucker. You think you too fat? Put a girdle on. Your hair bald? Put a bundle in there. If your face is ugly, put makeup on there. If you short, put heels on there. Like, we have nothing besides a haircut in the gym. So I don't be mad when a woman says these are her standards, but are you even bad enough to have these standards though, ma'am? Because what I'm finding out here is everybody think they Beyonce. We forgot Kelly and Michelle stood on that goddamn stage. And if Michelle is looking at standards the same way as Kelly and Beyonce, we really need to talk. Because Michelle, that's why she went to Jesus. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
You are so...
Did she not start singing to Jesus? Huh? Because niggas won't listen. She had to go to the one that was.
I have, you know what? I'm starting to form this theory. I'm 28. I'm going to be 29 in March.
Okay.
And, at this point, I can date the daddy or the son.
Facts.
So.
What's wrong?
I'm starting to believe that men over 40 who are still single but want a relationship, there's something wrong with them. I think there's something wrong with them because men who are over 40 have to come to a point in their life where they realize that they're not 21 anymore.
Fair.
And instead of pursuing a 6, 7, maybe 8 in his age range, he'll go for the 21-year-olds or the 25-year-olds and then be like, oh, ain't no good women out here. I feel like.
What's the problem? I'm sorry. Have you ever talked to extremely fat people? When you speak to extremely fat people, the one thing they say is, I don't want another extremely fat person to sleep with because it's too much friction and moving parts, correct? So, ma'am, if I'm 41, why the fuck do I want a 41-year-old woman? She's set in her ways. I can't tell her shit. Her kid's old enough to whoop my ass.
But so is he.
Ma'am, but see, this is the difference. You're judged on what again? Your looks and how you cater and all of that. I'm judged on how I provide. Which one of us can get better with time? Because men start to make more as they get older. Y'all don't really get better as time, but you can maintain what you have. Does that make sense?
Yo.
So I'm just being real. Like, why would I want a 41-year-old attorney who I can't tell shit to because she's so established, right? Versus this 27, 28-year-old who can still have kids, I can still make a family with, and maybe, just maybe, give her some direction.
Control her.
What is
mold her?
Do you
Change
see
her.
y'all lives? Look on Facebook. Most people's lives are shit, okay? So people are so concerned with people controlling their lives. Maybe you need a little control. Maybe you need a little guidance. I'm not saying like the whole when you get your phone call, hold your phone right here and hold it on speaker. Now that's like, Discovery ID channel control. But what I am saying is sometimes you need somebody to say, you probably shouldn't go over here, and we got $10 in the bank tonight, baby. I know you can get free drinks. I know you can do all of this, but tonight maybe we should stay in the house. That's not y'all thing. That's why I say y'all don't want a man to walk over, but in the same breath say I don't want a man to tell me no. That's the stupidest shit ever.
You know what? I think that men actually, live in a different reality. It's not women.
Oh.
I think that it's men.
Really?
Yeah.
What reality do we live in besides the real
men
one?
are literally the walking. If insanity was a person,
Oh.
I'm gonna continue to do this over and over and over again and do it this same way, and then expect different results. So you lie to all of us because you think that all of us are the same and all of us are gonna react the same way. I think that it's not women. Women are very straight up. We just want to talk. We just want the truth. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If there was the old man Jack that lived on your block and everybody who walked up to his stoop got slapped in the face, who's crazy? Old man Jack who slaps people who walk up on his stoop? Or the 17th time you've walked up on his stoop expecting him to stop? And you're mad because he doesn't have enough self-control to stop slapping you. Maybe stay the fuck off his stoop.
Sounds like a lack of accountability.
On your part. It's my point I'm trying to make. On your part, because again, you're mad because you're not strong enough to do what you want me to do. All you gotta do is stop coming up on my stoop, ma'am. That's all. So who's delusional?
It's a lot of double standards going on.
Only when it comes to sex. Again, y'all cool with everything else. You cool with it.
So if you were to have a daughter,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And she was like, "Dad, how long do you think that I should wait to have sex?" Because you said earlier
Okay.
in the episode that if you're gonna play with me and make me wait this long, well, you knew that there were a couple other times where you wanted to. What would your advice to her be?
She's grown.
She's 18.
Is she pretty or ugly? These are real conversation questions that we need to understand.
She's pretty.
Okay, pretty. If she's my daughter, that means I've given her all the rules and regulations. So I'm going to tell her, baby, in 30 days, you should be able to see what daddy taught you. Because can't nobody pretend that long. We carry on a facade. You know what I'm talking about. When a dude really like you, you getting good mornings. You getting, hey, did you eat? Hey, how your day going? And then he going to make up some bullshit reason why to hit you up that night. Facts. A fuck nigga, you might get one WYD. Maybe about 2 that he ain't gonna respond to. Am I wrong? He ain't gonna text it out.
I can't stand when a man what you doing you to death. Like, Lord.
Oh, okay. And y'all say that, and then when he texts you at like 9 o'clock, hey man, you up? Who answers?
Not me.
But you understand the concept.
Yeah,
Who?
uh-huh.
I'm not here to fix the fuck niggas. I don't know why women want us to do. It's not. Everybody got rules to play. You feel me? I'm here to help you understand that the good guy is the guy that you have coming over to mount your TV. The guy that you got coming over to help fix your garage opener. He wants you. Ask the fuck nigga to do it and see. Don't his mama end up in the hospital sometime this week?
Can you grow on a man? Like, can you be in his life so much that like he grows on you grow on him enough where he changes and like is that possible, or do men like you from jump and they know that they like you, and then because I've always heard that the first time, like, okay, no, actually this is my theory. You learn after the first time when a man messes up how much he cares about you.
Who told you this, and elaborate?
I just feel like when a man messes up for the first time and he realizes that you're going to walk away, he's either going to clean up his act or continue to push the envelope because he really don't like you anyway.
See, there's so many moving parts in your question. Because, see, now we got to talk about realistic standards and all the rest of this shit, because everybody acts like everybody flips out over the basic shit. No, ma'am. There's so many variables in there with y'all motherfuckers. Does that make sense? So, you flipping out, as you said, him getting in trouble, you didn't specify on what he did.
Like him, like, MySpace messaging another woman, or...
See what I mean? Now, see, in your mind, you mean somebody he texted 2 weeks ago. In the population's mind, that could be somebody he hit 2 years ago. Just because she know that bitch and she don't like that bitch. Does that make sense? So when you talking about will a man change, that's, again, so many variables. But does that not sound like I was trying to be the perfect boyfriend and doing as much as I could and hoping that these women would see me for who I was? So what did I say? We all use manipulation, but at the end of the day, 9 out of 10, it ain't gonna work. If that motherfucker don't see you for who you is up front, and he goes through a rough patch and still don't see you, he don't see you. That nigga's Ray Charles to the bullshit.
Okay, so you're saying that a man that likes you genuinely and thoroughly is not going to mess up at all?
No, that's not what I said at all. What I said is, a fuck nigga, you know the difference. Like my man who's coming over to hang the TV, right? He's answered your phone. This is why I say learn the man. Stop worrying about black men in general. This man done came every time you call. You called him at 4 o'clock in the morning talking about your baby need a Benadryl, and he was there before 4:45. You feel me? And for some of you women, that's too long. Okay? My point is, once he fucks up, though, let's say that the 5th time you call him, he hit you with the, man, I had to run to my mama house and do X, Y, and Z. Your female man is typically saying he's on bullshit. Reality, though, look at his track record. The man really had to go to his mama house, but see, you'll believe the fuck nigga who said he went and played spades with his mama at 4 a.m. in the morning, drinking and smoking. No more questions.
Okay. So this woman actually wrote into me.
Oh, let's get it. Damn it, we missed your segment.
And
we're going to do it real quick. This is the goddamn knick-knack. I don't want to fuck it up. Come on with your segment.
Okay, you guys. So I am a talk show host on my show, The Knick-Knack Show. And a woman wrote into me. I'm trying to find the notes that I took about it. I'm going to try to pull from memory.
Go ahead.
So basically, she, has a 1-year-old with her fiance. Her fiance and her have been together for around 6 years. And, so she's basically saying that she's not in love with him. She says that she has a lot of love for him, and she realizes that, the position that she's in with him, a lot of women they do envy and would like to be in. She said everything's paid for. She doesn't have to work. You know what I'm saying? She does work, but she doesn't have to. Anything she ever asks for, he does it. She said the term that he doesn't love her properly.
So it's dick's trash.
She didn't elaborate on what that meant.
I know.
She said that, her ex prior to this relationship, She was so in love with him.
Really?
She described it as we were in love.
Oh, really?
And me and my fiance are like this.
Hmm.
So there's something else. So she said that, you know, like he's been gone for a little bit due to work.
Okay.
And she said that space away from him has really started to bring more and more clarity on the situation. And she said as of lately, even though he's been gone, they have been working to love each other properly, and like they have conversations about it. But she said, you know, we're like at this point in the relationship again around 6 years. So she's like, I don't know if we're ever going to get to this because it feels like we're stuck here. So what would be some advice that you would give to her?
The advice that I got is because I hear all that bullshit, and I'm going to tell you what I heard. This man is great on paper, but his dick was not up to par. So she thought sex wasn't that important. She lived 6 years, happy as a mouse, and now that poo-poo starting to tangle. You feel me? And now you are remembering
so y'all, I hate him.
What? I'm just saying that poo-poo tangling. You feel me? And now you are going back in your mind to the last place that you had great sex. Hence why, because I guarantee you this, ask her what current baby daddy did, then ask her what ex-boyfriend did. This nigga's rap sheet is gonna be amazing. Like, he fucked a cousin, he did all these things, but we're right here together, right? But Mr. Good Dude ain't did nothing. We can only get right here. It's because sex is more important than people try to pretend. So, like my grandma say, you gonna pay me now, you gonna pay me later, but you gonna pay. You dig what I'm talking about? So that's my advice to her. Be real with herself and either find a better toy or find a better dick, but baby, his ain't gonna grow. It is what it is.
I do agree that you know, what did you say? I forgot what you
Good
just
dick
said. No.
and poo-poo tangling.
No.
Kitty cat, and she need to buy a better battery or get another dick, or that the ex-boyfriend was fuck nigga. Okay, now, child, I'm the one who normally be drunk up. What's going on here? I can't remember that part.
I can't remember what you just said, but
okay. Well, right, whatever you got. How far we got? Yeah, you gonna pay. You gonna pay me now, pay me later.
Oh yes,
Okay,
so she's
okay.
engaged. She's engaged. So,
After 6 years.
Yeah. So like how would you say that she should proceed in that? Do you think it's something that they should go get like counseling for? Do you think that maybe because I mean I think that 7-year itch is a thing. I've never been with anyone for that long, so I don't know from experience, but I think that maybe 7-year itch may be a thing.
She black?
No. She's mixed with like an array of things.
Okay. But she raised around colors.
Yes.
Continue.
So do you think that like it would be a smart idea to continue on with the engagement? Do you think that they should like stay engaged for a while, maybe break it off? What do you think? Well,
ma'am, you said counseling first, so I've never heard of a counselor that's gonna talk to a dick and make it grow higher than what it can grow. I'm pretty sure.
Time out. Why are you keep talking about the length of a dick? Like it's not about the size anyway.
For her? Let me tell y'all something. Again, why is vagina so good? Okay, there's a lot of women out here with no walls that don't know that they ain't got no walls. Like Lil Wayne say, no ceilings. You feel me? And what I'm about to give free. Matter of fact, let me answer that question. Real talk for baby girl. Be real with yourself. It's what it is, if that makes sense. It's been 7 fucking years. If y'all ain't connected in 7 years and y'all got a kid and everything, shorty subconsciously, you know what the fuck it is. You just want other people to give you validation. Do not destroy this man's heart no more than what you did. Give him back his ring. Tell him thank you and work out a very good coupleable co-parent situation. That's best advice I can give her.
Straight like that.
Now, when we get back to the pussy, in these walls, okay?
Or lack thereof.
Yes. I'm about to give free gems. I love to listen to a group of women talk about dick. Because most of them, I need a big dick, But see, the one who says, I don't like big dicks. I don't want no nigga to tear out my insides. Now, see, her pussy's tight. So I want to talk to her. Because, see, when you ain't got no walls, this is a 45-minute fucking exercise right here. And you don't even understand. I'm only fucking you because of how you look. Because I don't feel a goddamn thing. Do you understand me? And, ma'am, and when women say, oh, it's your dick size, let me tell you something about a tight pussy woman. Put a pinky in a tight pussy woman, she will feel it. If I have to put this fist in your vagina for you to feel it, ma'am. It ain't what God gave me. It's what you abuse, what God gave you.
How much time we got left? Because he's acting up.
No. Because when my people talk to me, they nobody asks me how does a dick become little. But everybody's curious as to how pussy ain't got walls no more.
He hit us with the Black Lives Matter.
I'm trying
the whole thing.
Child, I'm trying to tell you, and we just sitting there pumping. Just pumping. Ain't felt shit.
Someone came into my talk show today and they said that, after a while, all Cootie Cat feels the same. Like there's really...
That man is an absolute liar. Good pussy will never be confused with trash pussy. And if he said that, then I feel sorry for him. He must have had trash pussy his entire life. Now, what I can say is the person you with, that can get a little bit of boring or whatever the case may be, and that's why you kind of step out. But why do you think when a nigga step out, get caught, get kicked out, as the song say, who do he run to though? When shit get hard, he running to you. And we're gonna have that love and basketball moment where you in pajamas or some type of sweatpants and you gonna listen to my problems, but your vagina is still queen. Does that make sense? I'm trying to tell you what I know. Everybody think they pussy good.
Women and these niggas will still cheat on you, even if you have that wop, that grip, So
again, what else are you bringing? Y'all have this long list for us, but
women answer that question all the time, and then when we give that answer, y'all be like, okay.
Because everything you named, I don't give a fuck about. Again, learn me, not what you think I am. Does that make sense? You like, okay, outside of cooking and cleaning, every nigga ain't the same no more after that. Just like y'all ain't the same, if that makes sense. You got women that's so cool, they'll drink a beer. Offer a beer to a different type of woman. She'll cuss you the fuck out. Who the fuck you talking to, nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But she got clad though, but she's called me a nigga. Yeah. You feel me? But I'm just saying, this is not a I hate women show. This is women grow up and hear what the realness is.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Uh-huh.
You made a statement to me earlier about emotions and when we talking to each other, we need to learn each other's emotions. Is that about... Hold on, how did you word it?
I said that men are more emotional than women.
This was earlier. You said, fuck that. It's too long to explain. We'll come back to that next episode, God damn it. How much time we got, Doc? 17? Shit. You want to touch on one more thing, or what you want to do?
Are there any telltale signs that you're working with a good man up front? Or no, because anybody can... put on their representative face.
First telltale time is where he ranks on the scale. If this nigga ranks 8 or above, and he tells you he ain't had sex in like 7-8 months, first telltale sign for me. You're a liar, sir. Does that make sense?
I think all men are sleeping with someone when you meet them.
I feel like all women are too. What's your point? Nobody's ever single. We just no. How can I word this? Single people ain't always alone. Everybody got an itch scratcher. Does that make sense? That's why I'm not buying you your beer at the bar, because I'm not paying for you to get drunk and go home and fuck him with that drunk pussy. No.
Men always associate everything with their money to sex. Always.
And y'all associate everything with our time to sex. What's the difference? You're welcome. You're welcome on that one. Hey, let me go missing for 2 hours right now.
You know what?
Did I go to make the bag, or did I go to digging some goods?
I think that, so it's going to be, I've said this before, it's going to be 4 years that I'm going to be single in January.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I have gotten so used to being alone.
Bad behavior.
I think I've gotten so used to being alone. I don't even like, yeah.
And do you understand how you want this heroic ass nigga to ride in on a white fucking horse with no saddle, balls hurting, and somehow deal with all of the bad behaviors you've learned in 70 years? Ma'am, you've become selfish.
Bad behaviors?
Ma'am.
Well, I just said that I'm just not used to like checking in with somebody or being like, oh, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Or maybe if I don't feel like talking, like I don't want to talk right now.
Again, you want me to somehow understand that, but when I don't want to talk, how can I explain that to you?
You want to sleep with me, though, so it's different.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Everything is so fucking different when it's women versus men, and that's fine. But y'all don't look at the hypocrisy of shit. Y'all swear to God, oh, y'all such slaves. Let me be real with you. There's a very small amount of men as soon as you get with them. Now, none of us want you to be fucking. But there's a small amount that's going through your phone, who trailing behind you and all this shit. But day one, you expect the codes. You're already talking marriage. Yes, I don't even know your middle name.
Okay, so like, can I ask you on the first date if you intend to get married and if you want kids?
Why? It might be probably a lie. Why?
So on the first date, do you expect me to tell you that I have AIDS?
I would hope so, but 9 out of 10, you're not. Let's be real. You gonna
So
keep it to
you want to
yourself.
know if the chick has AIDS, but you don't want to know if she like is gonna want kids or not.
One has a direct reflect on my life, ma'am. One, I die with like bumps and skinny and shit. You feel what I'm talking about? And the other one, ma'am, if you have a kid, it's my body, my choice, whether I'm in that kid's life or not. And that's something the fuck else we need to talk about, is my body, my choice. I do not understand. Y'all have, 32 contraceptives? I put on a condom. That condom pops. Everybody says, oh, well, you should have known who you was fucking with. You should have known this. But you have the choice whether you keep that baby or get rid of that baby. It ain't a goddamn thing I can do about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like if that man tells you up front, not the nigga who was whispering the sweet nothings in your ear, talking about, oh, I want you to have my baby, and then you come up pregnant. I'm talking about the nigga who told you the moment you pissed on that stick, what we gonna do? Where you gonna go, baby? Because I ain't got nothing for you. Once he tell you I ain't gonna be in that kid life, that's another form of manipulation. You feel like if I had this kid, then he gonna see me for who I am. That's gonna make him start coming home. And now you raising this kid out of bitterness. Now this nigga ain't shit. Now, no, your body, your choice. All the government can make me do is pay 55 cents for this nigga. They can't make me say hello. And furthermore, single parent households build character. You're welcome. Oh, I've had so much to say since we've been gone. It's just twirling in there.
Single parent households build character.
Yes, how you think we got LeBron James? LeBron James? So yes, if I ever had a kid out here who's being raised by their mom and I want their life, I set you on the path to be LeBron James. You should thank me for that.
So are you saying that you think that men shouldn't have to pay child support if they didn't want the kid and the woman decided to keep the kid anyway?
There was a law, I think, over in Europe or California, I'm not sure. It was one of the progressive motherfuckers that at front, right? Like when the woman finds out if she's pregnant, the man now has the right to sign away his parental rights right there on the spot. You 3-4 months pregnant. You know how many keep this nigga babies we ain't gonna have out here? You know how many every reason. See, most people think that people having babies for the best reasons. It's like 3 people out of 50 who's having the baby for the right reasons. Is to keep the nigga or to teach his baby mama a lesson. It's stupid shit. And then when you have these kids by these trash ass people, you're now a victim and you want the world to give a flying fuck. And then when I come along, you tell me that this little nigga is more important than me and you're not even gonna do the shit for me that you did for him. Your baby daddy sell drugs and beat your ass. And you gave him threesomes, you let him fuck you in the ass, you let him nut on your forehead. But I come in, I'm a good man, and you telling me you ain't gonna do none of that no more? Are you serious? Man, fuck that, bruh. When I tell you I can go. I'm sober too, I can go. You feel me? My focus is right here.
That's growth. That's growth. It's not about you don't get the same privilege. It's just that maybe she matured and you caught her when she became the best version of herself. When she reached her maximum potential and she knows who she is and will not settle and loves herself. Self-love is the best love.
Ma'am,
y'all.
You have a $30,000 car outside, right? Just for hypothetical purposes. You're trying to sell this car to me for $30,000, okay? And I find out for 1 year you let homeless people sleep in this car, right? Do you think I'm going to pay you $30,000 for this car anymore, or did that depreciate the value of the car?
Both of them.
So you think I'm still going to pay you the money and it depreciated?
I thought you said that you weren't going to pay it.
Right, I'm not going to pay it. So when I find out you gave your pussy to this trash ass nigga and what he did for you, ma'am, I'm not paying a hard car note.
Why do men always compare what a woman allows another man to do? Maybe you ain't got enough sauce for that.
And maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. But you're telling me I don't have that type of sauce, right? So what I'm telling you is stop charging seasonal prices for that sauce then. If I ain't got that sauce, goddamn it, make this sauce, goddamn it, $4.99. That's fine with me. You understand? I don't understand why people think that. How is it most people have more standards at 38 years old than they had at 22?
Because hindsight is always 2020.
Right. And your youth is always in the rearview mirror. Does that make sense? So you're no longer this badass 22-year-old. Now you're a 38-year-old who is decent.
Out here milfing, looking good.
Right. And milfs do look good with clothes on until you take them clothes off and like Kanye West said, all falls down around this motherfucker. Do you feel me? What? Better tuck that titty in her pocket. What? You know it make that V shape when they go down and they get older. It don't make the U's, it's V's now. I say it's a V for victory because she's still here. You feel me? What? I tuck them in your pockets, baby. Just flap them up. You know they do it like a flap that motherfucker like. Hey. You got them more church announcements so we can wrap this bitch on up.
Okay, we are super glad that you have tuned in, and I hope that you stayed this far throughout the video, and I hope that you enjoyed the content. Please drop some comments and give us feedback on how you're enjoying the podcast.
Yep.
Leave suggestions, anything that you want to hear us talk about. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Okay, don't be a nigga. Don't be a nigga.
Yup.
Like, stop being crabs in the barrel. Please support us.
Please, repost if you can. Please. Family, I'm referring to you. I know you hear me. But was that it?
Yeah.
All right, I would just thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Advice from a Nigga on Child Support. I'm your boy, girl, that's him. This my girl, Nick Nack. Follow us, goddammit. Stay tuned. It's the holidays coming up, so we're going to keep y'all posted about the next episodes. You feel me? But we out this bitch.
Bye, y'all. Be blessed.